Artemis II did not land on the moon, but it may have changed NASA's entire plan for getting back there, because now that a crew has gone around the moon and returned safely, the biggest question is no longer whether NASA can make the trip. The question now is whether the rest of the system is ready. At first glance, Artemis II looks simple. No landing, no moonwalk, no lunar base, just a crude flyby around the moon. But that is exactly why the mission mattered. It was the test that had to work before NASA could move forward. For the first time in decades, NASA sent astronauts out near the moon and brought them safely back to Earth. That means Orion and the Space Launch System have now proven they can do the most basic part of the Artemis program. They can take humans to lunar distance and return them alive, and that changes the program in a big way. Before Artemis II, one of the biggest questions was whether NASA's modern moon system could handle a real crewed mission beyond low Earth orbit. After Artemis II, that part looks much more real. Orion made the trip. The crew came home. Artemis II was not just a symbolic mission. It sent a human crew out beyond low Earth orbit, around the moon, and safely back to Earth. That path matters because it proved Orion could handle the journey, the navigation, the communications, and the return through Earth's atmosphere. In other words, Artemis II proved the trip itself is possible. And that is exactly why the next phase becomes harder. But Artemis II also revealed the real bottleneck. Flying around the moon is hard. Landing on it is harder. A lunar mission is no longer just one rocket and one spacecraft. It is multiple systems working together. Orion, SLS, docking, spacesuits, communications, surface operations, and the lander that actually takes astronauts down to the moon and back. And that is where Artemis II changed NASA's moon plan. Before this mission, the challenge looked like reaching the moon with a crew. Now the pressure shifts to everything that happens after Orion arrives. The next step is not just repeating the trip, it is proving that the whole landing system can work together. This is why SpaceX and Blue Origin matter more now than they did before. Artemis is no longer only a NASA spacecraft story, it is now a full system story. SpaceX has to prove its human landing system works, Blue Origin has to prove Blue Moon works, and NASA has to prove those systems can connect cleanly enough for a real landing. That is the hidden shift after Artemis II. The mission removed one major uncertainty, and it made the next one impossible to ignore. The distance to the moon is no longer the biggest problem. Integration is, timing is, reliability is, and that is why the real moon race may only be starting now. Artemis II proved NASA is back in deep space with people on board, but that is not the same as building a repeatable path to the lunar surface. The next era of moon missions will be decided by who can actually build the systems that make a landing possible. That is what Artemis II really changed. It did not complete NASA's moon plan, it exposed its next test. Getting astronauts around the moon again was only the beginning. Getting them down to the surface and back safely is the part that will decide whether Artemis becomes history or just another promise.